Put the phone down. Ready?
America?
On rave. Sorry. Welcome, and thank you for joining us for another one of Mike and Billy's Whiskey Reviews.
I'm Billy.
I'm Mike, and today we bring you the Laphroaig Lore.
I like the word Laphroaig.
It rolls off the tongue, does it not?
It's great. It is a great word.
I'm not exactly sure what it even means.
Do you think it has a meaning?
I'm sure. Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's a green bottle.
It is a little bit green packaging. Laphroaig Lore is a non-age statement whiskey. Just came out this year as part of Laphroaig's special release. The Lore is, from what I've been able to read, a combination of many different year whiskeys. As young as 7-year-olds, some quarter casks. Quarter casks are smaller casks. Essentially, the contact from spirit to wood ages the whiskey faster. So typically with a quarter cask, what they do, if you're familiar with the Laphroaig quarter cask, I think it's roughly aged in American bourbon for 5 years.
I have to interrupt.
And then quarter cask for 2.
That's what I do. Yeah, that guy's weird. Isn't this the one that they had the commercials about, and they're like, Laphroaig? It's terrible. Like, remember that commercial?
Oh, that was it. When the people on the island, people on the island of Isla either thought it was terrible or a dream.
Love it.
True.
Love it.
Yeah, people were very polarizing. This is a super smoky whiskey. It comes from the same island as Ardbeg, Bomar,
off of the west coast of
Lagavulin, the fantastic island of Isla. It's pretty bad board.
Distillery Manager John Campbell.
All right, so let me tell you something cool about Laphroaig.
Bring it on.
I am no stranger to Laphroaigs. I love Laphroaigs. I have drank them for years. My favorite is the 18, which unfortunately is discontinued, but I do have a couple bottles, and we're going to bring them to you next week.
Discontinued forever?
And who knows? They better bring it back. Laphroaig does a really cool marketing gag. In every bottle, they give you this little thing called Passport to the Islas, to which they give you a coded number in here, and I've already used mine, so if you want to zoom in and steal my number, I've already used it. But you go on Laphroaig's website, it's called Friends of Laphroaig, and you type in this code, and they give you a square foot of the island. So
shut up.
If any of you are there, I'm like latitude 56 point something. And
sorry, I thought
sorry about that. And
Papal.
actually, I had it in my mind where my latitude and longitude was, but I lost it. But I'm on there somewhere.
Like, you really know where it is?
Yeah, I'm going to go to Isla, and I'm going to go over there. I'm going to put a little flag in there, because they'll give you a flag if you go to the distillery.
Shut the front door.
If you're a friend of Laphroaig.
I would piss on that.
You're going to buy
this is mine. 10. This is mine. I paid on it.
You're going to buy a Laphroaig 10, and then you can do this, and then you can have your own square foot. Not next to me, probably.
I hope it is.
But it will be close.
Maybe I could move somebody around. Or.
So if you go there, we get a little flag to take a picture and put it in our little piece of land.
This is a bold statement. The most richly flavored of all Scotch whiskeys.
And no one,
not spelled with a Y.
And no one has ever complained about that statement. Okay, so this is 48% ABV.
I'm scared to smell
filtered. This is a mixture of whiskeys as young as 7 years old, whiskeys as old as 21 years old. Actually, Red was a 1993 21-year-old vintage on this.
I get a little manure.
It is smoky.
Wow.
Such a different smoke than Lagavulin or Laphroaig. It's just as intense.
Just by smelling this, I think my dick just got bigger.
This is your first time with a super smoky.
Holy crap.
This is super smoky. I'm used to this whiskey. I'm used to Laphroaigs. They're a huge punch. It is absolutely...
It's like chewing on a charcoal briquette.
To compare it to heavyweight boxers, this thing is the George Foreman of heavyweight boxers. It will hit you so hard.
Literally, I think I might sneeze.
But I gotta tell you, I'm past the smoke, and this is a beautiful smelling whiskey.
I don't know what's in there. It's making my nose run.
Just so you know, similar to the Ardbeg 10, Laphroaig is not a whiskey you start out with if you're beginning your whiskey journeys. You had better know what smoke is about before you enter into something like this. Try something lighter. Talisker, Bunnahabhain, Bowmore, really anything.
Literally, whatever.
If you want a smoky whiskey and you're going to try this one first, chances are it's going to be a bit high.
You can keep talking. I'm going in on this.
Wait a second. I want to tell the people.
You've had this before?
Oh, yeah. This is my first bottle.
Yeah.
But I want to tell people I get a lot of berry fruitness and sweetness in this. I'm getting red berries.
There's definitely something sweet there, but...
Of course, there's smoke. That's up front. Brine. Red berries.
This is our third review today. I'm a little bit...
But this don't wake you up nothing well. Even the smell. You get any red berry?
Oh, yeah. There might be a little bit of
It's
almost a cherry-ish.
There's red fruit, small red fruits, raspberries.
Radishes,
cherries. It's aggressive.
God, but it is so nice at the same time.
There is a nice sweetness to it.
Wow! I'm going in.
It's sweetness, it's berry. It's charcoal. And you know what? Okay, something else I'm picking up on here that I haven't before, because this is my first bottle of this.
Wow.
I always had a chimney.
That is leather.
Growing up, I always had a chimney, and when we would like sweep out the ash on the chimney, on like the wood burning fireplace, like there's like a damp ashiness to this whiskey. But
dead leaf,
sweet too.
Dead
which
leaf
is a strange combination.
I get leather.
I'm
like, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, it's stingy. I like it. There's definitely some peat. It's stingy, leathery. Like I just bit into my belt. Not a belt that you got at Walmart. Like a craftsman made you a belt. Wow.
I don't get a lot of leather. I almost forgot to give you guys the color. I don't know if hardbag colors are whiskey or not. They definitely don't chill filter it.
It's not hardbag either.
Oh, you're right. It's
Laphroaig.
Sorry. I get it mixed up.
Good call, Rave!
That's why we have helpers. Wow.
It's dry. It dried my mouth out immediately.
It's super dry, but I gotta tell you, for 48% ABV, the sharpness that you smell on the nose, you don't really get on the palate.
True.
It's super spicy, though.
That was the first thing I noticed. As soon as it went into my mouth, that's what she said. As soon as it went in my mouth, there was a sweetness, and then the peatiness and all the other weirdness came out.
Yeah, it's almost like what you initially fear on the nose doesn't come on the palate until the end. But I tell you what, now there is some citrusy chocolate on the back end.
Right?
Yeah, there definitely is.
It's weird.
It is weird.
I was going to say that exact same thing.
Citrusy chocolate? Yeah.
Yeah. Not orange, but like some type of citrusy.
And this whiskey has been hard for me to put my finger on. You know, I drink it one time and I think, okay, I'm getting this and this, but it's really more this. And then when I drink it and the next time, it's just different.
Right.
I don't know.
I guess it depends on your palate that day. I don't know.
You know, this is an expensive bottle in Columbus, Ohio, especially for a non-age statement. It is roughly $130 a bottle.
Right.
You know, unfortunately, the 18-year-old's been discontinued, which I really love, and we'll bring to you next week. But, you know, with Laphroaigs, at least ones we get here in Columbus, it's hard to get age statements anymore. The 18's discontinued. We don't have the 15-year-old here locally anymore. Really, the only one readily available is the 10-year-old, and then the cask, or the quarter cask, and the 3 wood, and a few of those other ones, which we'll bring you those too, because I really do like Laphroaig.
How many different whiskeys do they make?
Oh man, dozen.
Really?
A 40-year-old, a 30-year-old, a 25-year-old. Yeah, I mean they make their core range is basically the quarter cask, the triple wood, the 10-year-old. I believe I've heard this Laphroaig Lore, even though it's this year's special release.
Mike, I don't want to weird you out. You have beautiful eyes. He has really pretty eyes.
Whatever.
Don't be weird.
It's the bottle. You have had too much to drink.
This is our third review today.
Are you hitting on me?
No, I'm just saying.
Camera?
If you got, you just give a guy, like, hey, I love your shoes. I love your eyes.
Thanks.
They're hazily.
Speaking of hazel, I'm almost picking up a hazelnut quality in this one.
There's something nutty going on there.
There is something nutty. Like, even, it's more dynamic than, say, a plain almond.
Oh, wow, the water.
It is almost like a walnut.
I think the water, and most times, the water will, like, mellow it. I think that intensified it.
It intense the fruity flavors. For
yeah.
Sure. It definitely brought those up. Like one bottle, it just isn't enough to figure this whiskey out for me.
It's complex. There's layers.
Because now I'm getting vanilla.
A little bit.
And I know I always get vanilla. But before I was getting berries.
There is a little bit of vanilla now.
Red berries, like with a little bit of water. It's almost like vanilla. Still a lot of smoke.
I'm almost getting like a little bit of a burnt coffee. Like underneath.
Like almost like an espresso bean.
Yeah. Like I just chewed on one.
Almost anything you say right now, I'm going to probably be able to mentally pick it out in this whiskey.
There's so much going on.
Right. I mean, like when I said orange and citrus, like, yeah, orange and citrus.
That is definitely real.
And you brought up like the bean or whatever, like the coffee, and I was like, yeah, it's like an espresso bean.
It is good. It is good. Okay. I'm at I'm at it.
Wait a second. Laphroaig, even though this is the first one we brought you, founded in 1815, year before Lagavulin.
Pretty badass.
Again, as Billy picked up, it's always made the claim the most richly flavored of all Scotch malt whiskeys.
I don't think they're kidding.
and that is a polite way to say, this is fire.
It's good.
Gasoline on the palate
good.
Initially.
Yeah.
You had better be ready for heavy smoke and peat to try something like this. Build up to this type of whiskey. You don't start with this kind of whiskey.
Skeet.
What do you think as far as the score?
If I had to give it a score today, right now.
You do? Well, you don't.
Well,
but you do.
Kind of I do.
Yeah, it's kind of the gig.
The very first thing I would say is, with so much drama in LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O double G, but somehow, some way.
So in 88?
I'm at 89. I'm at 89.
I think I'm also at an 89 out of 100. Really good whiskey. You know, if you get your hands on it, it's definitely worth a try. If you like Laphroaig, I've had the quarter cask. I've had the triple wood. I've had the 10. I've had the 15. The newer version, the 15, 2 years or so ago. I've had the 18. This really adds in some elements that I like on all of those whiskeys. I taste the roughness and the
It's edgy.
yeah, the medicinal iodine medicine of the 10-year-old.
Remember the crappy little 53% one we did that Gio gave us, which was terrible. Thank you, Gio, for hating us.
Yeah.
That was pure. I literally almost threw up.
It was a bad one.
Holy, that was hospital all the way.
That was
I'm not getting as much.
Society, and that was the only bad one I ever had.
Oh.
It was like a 53.1.
Don't ever buy it. Don't ever buy it.
No, I tell you what, those are good bottles.
I want to give a shout out to Ralphie. Ralphie's the man.
Well, a lot of good vloggers out there.
Nothing but respect for Ralphie. Ralphie,
And
if you're watching this, Ralphie, give us some love, buddy.
He's not gonna watch our videos.
He probably is, because I'm gonna send it to him.
All right, Billy. What do they have to do for us if they like our videos?
Couple things.
We hope you like our videos.
It's super easy. Takes 2 seconds. Really easy. Hit the like button. You made it this far. You made it 10 hours deep with us.
Yeah.
Hit the like button.
10 minutes.
Show some love. This isn't free for us. This is a lot of money. Hit the like button.
Actually, doing the videos is free. YouTube doesn't charge us to do it.
But it's not free for us to buy all this, is what I'm saying. So if we can get some ads on our videos soon.
And I don't want
Okay, so hit the like button.
Subscribe.
Easy. Subscribe. Easy.
Comment and let's chat with me.
Comment.
I'll talk about whiskey all day.
That's all he does anyway.
That's all I do anyway.
And also you might want to share the video. Pop it on YouTube. Pop it on Facebook. Pop it on Instagram. Or can you do that on Instagram?
Sure.
Do what you do.
I don't know.
Just share them.
Anyway, we want to thank you for joining us for another one of Mike and Billy's Whiskey Reviews. And as always, happy drinking.
Drink responsibly. Apparently, I found out the other day, they don't like it when you drink and drive. Apparently that's a bad thing. Whatever. It's frowned upon.
The man's always trying to oppress us.